So, you've got 25 years of experience. Right now, you're giving it away for free to an organization that can replace you tomorrow. Here's what nobody tells you about the one thing worth more than your pension. If you want to know how to retire at 60 or maybe 55, you need to hear something first. It's not your savings number. It's not about your pension balance. It's about something you already have that nobody's talking about. But before I get to that, let me ask you some questions. Have you ever sat in a meeting, watched someone half your age get promoted above you, and then thought, what am I still doing here? If that's you, stay with me. What I'm about to share could completely change how you think about the next chapter of your life. Here's where most people start. When they think about retiring at 55, 60, they Google how much do I need? And they see the big scary number. And according to the Western and Southern Financial Group, the typical US household enters retirement with around $200,000. In the UK, I would say about £100,000, unless, of course, you've downsized and sold your house. Now, think about what that actually means in practice. If you retire at 60, you can't your state pension in the UK until you're 67. It'll go up to 68, maybe it'll go up to 70. A lot of the benefits you won't be entitled to because you've got your savings. So you've got a gap, years where you can't actually get to that state pension. Maybe you've claimed your pension early, but there will be a gap. So what's going to fill that gap? Okay. The math everybody throws around is the 4% rule. You replace 60 to 70% of your retirement income, and then you just run those numbers honestly against your that you spend from day to day, your outgoings. So retiring 60 starts to feel like something reserved for people that are lucky, not people who've worked hard all their life. But here's the thing, the entire conversation rests on one simple assumption that your only option is to save enough money to survive on. Like it is just a countdown to when your pile of cash runs out. I think that framing is completely wrong. It's backwards. Let me tell you what I've actually seen with friends and colleagues and people who've actually retired. The pattern is always the same. You give 25, 30, 40 years to a company, you learn everything, you become the person everybody comes to. When things go sideways, you're the man or woman, but you're the one who's seen it all. You're the experience in the room. Who knows where the problems are and how to solve it? You know the organization back to front. When somebody says, "Oh, should we do that?" You've already know that you've done it in the past, and it simply doesn't work, and it's a waste of energy and waste of time. But when that day comes, they don't listen to you. And then you notice a shift then in the organization, the promotions dry up. A younger manager just sides in above you, someone who's been there 3, 4, 5 years and suddenly running the department that you could run with your eyes closed. You start to feel a shift and it's invisible, not because you lost skills, not because you stopped being good at what you do, but because in a lot of organizations, deep experience gets treated as an expensive line item rather than a competitive advantage. That ceiling is real. Now, if anything that I've said so far hits a nail on the head, just put in, something in the comment. Put your experiences in the comment if it's happened to you. Have a like, follow, because it doesn't have to be bad, does it? Nobody in, management or HR They're not going to sit you down and have that conversation with you that, hey, you're past it. We're not going to give you jobs. They probably tap you in the back and go, oh, try again next time. But you know deep down it's not going to happen. So what do most people do? They put their heads down and they hang on. They count the days until they can finally leave. Walk into retirement with some savings, maybe a pension that they've taken early, and absolutely no control over their income. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There's a different way to think about this entirely, and it starts with flipping one idea on its head. That experience you've been bringing to your employer every single day for those 25 plus years of understanding what works, what doesn't work, where the hidden pitfalls are. That's not just a resume entry. It's not from a CV. It's an asset, a genuine transferable asset. And it may well be worth more than on the open market. Everything currently sitting in your retirement account. Think about how consulting actually works. When somebody hires an advisor or a consultant, they're not paying for hours. They're paying for decades of accumulated judgment. They're paying for the shortcut. The things that took you 25, 30, 40 years to learn, delivered in a afternoon. They're glad to pay for it because it saves them money, it saves them time, and saves them a string of costly mistakes. I want to be straight with you here, okay? Because at this point where people start getting skeptical, and if you're still here, bang me a like, bang me a follow, because most people don't actually get to this point. There is no magic system that generates money on its own. What I'm telling you is that the knowledge you've built across a career is generally transferable into real income. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics currently lists management and consulting roles among the high earning categories. And a key reason for that is straightforward. Experience commands a premium in the market. That's not a sales pitch. That's just how the economy values experience. So instead of waiting for your organization to finally recognize you for what you are worth, for what you bring to the table, which is honestly, it's not going to happen. Every year you're still there, the chances decline. Start positioning yourself as an expert that clients will actually seek out, pay for, and stop trading hours for a paycheck. Start building income around what you already know. And here's what that shift does. It changes the entire power dynamic. You're no longer an employee hoping they keep you around for one more year. You're an expert people come looking for. You move towards retirement or into it with income you've actually controlled. Income that doesn't hinge on a boss or a boardroom decision or a headmaster or a board of governors. Income that shows up because people value what's being done and what you bring to the table. I'll be honest with you, this is something I've been actively working through myself. I'm a teacher and I reached a point where I realized if I want change, I need to be the change. And if you need change, if you want change, you have to be the change. I can't wait for things to improve on their own. Neither can you. I've got to build something. You've got to build something for myself, for my family, and honestly, to show others that your second act can be every bit as meaningful as your first. Still going, still learning, still positive, and after all the knockbacks along the way, here's the part that used to hold me back. You don't have to figure it out all on your own. The tech, the marketing, the selling. I'm not a natural salesperson, as you can see from this. You don't have to be. I don't spend my days cold calling or pitching people on online groups. I want something that fits into real life, works in small time blocks. It's, let me, yeah, it's 5 to 8 in the evening. I did the video yesterday, 10 past 6. I did the video before that in the morning. So you can fit all of this in when you want to do it. Does that sound interesting now? Anyway, put a comment in, put a like in. So you can work in time blocks when you want to work, when you've got that energy. And it doesn't ask me to become somebody I'm not. So if that resonates with you, if you're serious about building income before you retire, so you can generally disconnect your time from your money, here's what I'd suggest as a next step. Go take a look at the link in the description. Have a look at the pinned comment as there's a link there as well. You get to keep 80% of every pound, dollar you earn. And it's a done for you system. The selling side of it, it's done for you. The link's in the description. That's all you've got to do. You just talk about your experience. The link's down there. Have a look. See if it fits where you're headed. Take it from there. Anyway, I've enjoyed today's talk. Now I'm going to be sitting outside with a beer. 15 minutes. Long time to talk, isn't it? Actually, I've got a cup of tea. Now, if you've watched all of this video, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Watch one of those videos. This is the best one, I think, but see if I'm getting better. Bye.